Hey everyone, welcome to episode 46 of Diary of a Multifaceted Mama. I'm so glad you're here today, y'all. It has been a minute. It's been a while since I have done one of these recordings, and it's not because I haven't thought about it, because I have. In fact, I had even scheduled time to do it twice in the past 3 weeks. And I chose not to do it because I just was not in the mental or energetic space to share what I wanted to share in a way that I felt would be of value to me and to you, and other reasons as well. So y'all were on my mind, and the desire was there, but the clarity and the strong intention around like what I really wanted to deliver, it just was not where I really want it to be in order for me to have these conversations in an honest way, in a hopeful way, in a meaningful way, in a way that's like within integrity of how I want to show up. So thank you all for honoring me as I honor that space for myself. And what I would say is that I hope that it's a reminder for you to do the same for yourself, to honor whatever it is that you need to honor for yourself, whether it's time, space, or something otherwise that you are needing in order to really care for yourself mentally, emotionally, relationally, spiritually, physically, whatever the case may be for yourself, because it's very easy to let life kind of roll over on you. All of the demands, all of the responsibilities, all of the roles, all of the things, right? And it's been a full 3 weeks. In these past 3 weeks, we've had multiple birthday parties. My youngest son turned 6, which blows my mind. I can't even believe it. And my niece turned 3, so we had a couple of both birthday parties there. And also just some other birthday parties to take the kids to, some friend birthday parties. We had a wedding. My husband and I went to our first time really being out of the house for an extended period of time, where the baby would not have access to me to nurse for an extended period of time. That was an adventure. She gave my mom a run for her money because she was hungry and she did not want to use that sippy cup of breast milk. She wanted the real thing. But all made it through unscathed, so that's good. Although the baby definitely is keeping like a bigger eye on me anytime I'm about to walk off and do something. So that's for sure there. We also had a bunch of doctor visits, whether it's for me or for the children. We had school prep, get all my kids ready for school except the baby, of course. And then also we started a new school year. So my oldest is in high school, which, what? How is this possible? How is she in high school? I don't even know. Okay, yes, I do know, but also it's, what? She's in high school. My oldest son is now in 5th grade, and so this is his last grade in elementary school. After this, he will be a middle schooler, which also blows my mind. All of this blows my mind. And if you're a parent or if you have children that you're close with in your life or in your family, isn't it just how they just grow, right? And of course they grow, and there's so much beauty to that. I love watching them reach milestones, learn new things, do new things, come more and more into themselves, learn more and more about themselves and who they do and don't want to be in this world. I mean, it's just an absolutely beautiful process. And also, they're my babies, right? And so my youngest son, as I said, just turned 6, and so he's going into 1st grade. He has started 1st grade. They all have started school now, right? So we got that in the books for the 2023 to 2024 school year. And then that comes with its own ebbs and flows as well. So lots of things happening. Plus, we've had some baby sleep challenges, especially last week. I mean, there were some nights where maybe there's like 1 or 2 hours of sleep. There were some really rough nights last week. And so I needed to honor that I needed to get rest if and when I could. We think it's mostly related to her teething, but also having the siblings in the house throughout the whole summer. She doesn't want to miss out. She gets distracted. She wants to be a part of things. And so that was also something that, in general, had thrown her off of her schedule a little bit. So we had those things that we were navigating. And I decided to resurface my kitchen cabinets by myself. Why, Tony? Why did you do that, right? But it is it is basically done. I truly thought that I could get it done in a week. It took me about a month to get it done, and it's mostly done. I mean, we have all of our cabinets, they're all painted. There's some touch-ups that I need to go over, and there's some like cabinets that don't yet have polyurethane on it to make sure that it's like steady and sturdy, the paint job is, and but besides that, it is done, so that's good. But whew, mama, if you have resurfaced your own kitchen cabinets before, with 4 kids in the house in summertime while working, brings me to the point of all of this. Living life has reminded me, and I'm always being reminded of this, right? So I try to tune into those reminders. I try to tune into these reminders before. I can really feel it, where it's like, whoo, yep, definitely needed that reminder. I try to tune into it before I get to that point. But then sometimes, like these past 3 weeks, have been full. And they've been full of good things. They've been full of things that I chose. They've been full of family time. We did a nice family beach trip. So we've done a lot of really great things, enjoyable things in the past 3 weeks. And also I need to be reminded of how important it is for me to be intentional with what I'm choosing to prioritize in any given moment, in any given hour, in any given day, in any given week, in any given month, and in any given season of my life. The biggest one for me recently that I've been really like homing in on is focusing in, asking myself in various forms, what is it that I really want to prioritize during this season of my life? What do I really want to experience during this season of my life? And a season of your life, it can be defined in different ways. It could be defined in months, it could be defined in years, it could be defined in the course of 5 years, 3 years, or a decade, right? So how you define this particular season of your life and even having many seasons of your life within that season is totally negotiable, right? Like it's totally up to you. But for me right now, what I'm thinking about, I kind of have a couple different seasons broken down within seasons when I'm asking myself these questions. So I'm thinking about this season of my life as in like the fall, because we're now approaching the fall season. And because of that, that means that our life continues to get even more full with the holidays. We also have several more family birthdays, mine included in that. And so I love this season. I love this season. Already, I'm one of those people that's already thinking about Christmas. I host Christmas. We host Christmas at my house for our family, and I absolutely love it. I love seeing the joy and the light and the children. I love the leading up of the joy and the light and the jubilance and all of that. So I love all of it. So that's one season that I'm thinking about when I'm asking myself these questions about, what do I want to experience? What do I want to prioritize? Am I focusing in on that? Am I allowing myself to kind of sway away from that? And then also I'm thinking about this season of my life in the aspect of being a mom of young children. So some of my children are not that young, right? So my older 2 are now 10 and almost 14. But my others are younger. And we are very much in that stage of having a baby, of having a kid that's in elementary school and will be for a while. And we'll probably be in these stages for quite a while, right? And how do I want to honor this season of my life as a mom of young children, and also a mom that has children that have this gap in between, right? So I am a mom of a high schooler. I am a mom of a teen daughter during times when that's a really difficult time of life to navigate developmentally, and also racially, because she's a minority in an area where there are not that many minorities. And I know that experience. I've lived that experience, and I see the challenges that come with that experience for her. So how do I want to show up? What do I want to prioritize? How do I want to experience the season of my life as a mom of a teen girl, of a teen daughter who's also a minority, that's kind of nested in this place in our history, and how that's affecting her. So I'm really taking into consideration different things when I'm asking myself the question, what do I want to prioritize during this season of my life? How do I want to experience it? And I'm able to look at it from different vantage points. And I have to tell you that it's so calming. It's so reassuring. It's so helpful and clarity provoking, right? For me to ask myself these questions. Now, listen, I don't get the exact specific solution, right? There's not one particular answer, one particular solution to any of these questions that I'm asking myself, but there is a guidance, there is a sense of groundedness and a sense of clarity that comes from asking myself these questions in a series fashion, right? Kind of allowing this to be an ongoing dialogue with myself. I've been doing it mentally, but also the most helpful way to do it for me has been writing it down, writing it down, writing it down, writing it down, writing it down. I have some questions that you could ask yourself if you're interested in exploring some of these questions that I've been asking myself. You could do it in your own variation, and I can share those in some of the comments below. So not the comments, the description section below, so that you can use them if you want. I've shared them with my email list, and I'll continue to share what I think would be of value to you, that I have found of value to me or to the clients that I work with. But also you can find it in the Reset, A High Achiever's Guide to Freedom and Fulfillment, which is available on Amazon. It's available at bnn.com. It's also available at Stanford University Bookstore, at least at the time of this recording it is, because it's being used in one of their curriculums. And so that book is a book that I wrote that is intended to be a guidebook, right? For you to customize, for you to personalize in a way that works best for you. And in it, nestled in some of those chapters, the earlier on chapters, are some of these guiding questions that really bring you to this place of, am I being intentional? How do I want to be intentional? Am I prioritizing? How do I want to prioritize? What do I really want to experience in this season of my life? Why? How? What's going on? And going deeper and deeper and deeper into that, so that you can experience more of what you want to experience, and you can prioritize more of what you want to prioritize in your life. So this is what's been on my mind, on my heart, and what's been working, in the background of my life. This is just the real life, legit behind the scenes stuff that, I think that we all need to talk about more, hence this channel, right? You all know at this point, if you've been tuning into any of these episodes or any of the other videos that I've been putting out, that I care about being real. And that doesn't mean having no boundaries and just being so incredibly translucent that everyone knows everything about you without bounds. That's not at all what I'm talking about. But what it does mean is that I'm not going to, sugarcoat or be fake about the facts of life, the experience of life being up and down and all around, and that you can experience a really fulfilling, satisfying life and also have these ebbs and flows. That is part of the package of human life experience. We can't get away from that. We can't get away from ebbs and flows. We can't get away from experiencing the spectrum of emotions. If we want to be able to experience more joy and fulfillment and deep satisfaction in our lives, then we need to be able to acknowledge and experience the flip side of that, which are the challenging emotions, the ones that are going to maybe bring us to this place of questioning or confusion. And we need to be able to navigate them and to work with them as mom, as wife, as parent, as partner, as professional. We need to be able to do that in a healthy and an intelligent way, right? An effective and efficient way. So I'm hoping that you can take that away from this conversation today in whatever fashion works for you. And that maybe these questions, these prompts that I share below, are of some support to you. I know that they will be if you choose to use them, because some part of you is calling to them, right? Like some part of you is like, yes, I'm resonating with this, and I need to go deeper. I want to go deeper. And so if you use any of these prompts or any variation of them, I know that they'll be of some service or support to you. And I really would love to hear from you to see what came up from you. How did it work for you? Or what variations of these prompts did you decide to use? So until next time, y'all, thank you so much for being with me today. See ya.